Hello and welcome back to RCIcons. Topforce City here. So today is December 2nd, 2022. Christmas is just around the corner. I see all these YouTube channels putting up posts of their giveaways that they're doing. The RC Elf is out of control. Thank you, RC Elf. Andy Robertson is doing a giveaway in the UK for 2 cars, a Hornet and a Plasma Edge 2. And so is, you're gonna have to forgive me, Mark Brenham, I believe. I forget the name, I'm sorry, but the RC Elf is sponsoring him as well to do a giveaway on his channel. And then yesterday I see a video come out from Adam's Playground, who's a good friend of mine, of course. The RC Elf is doing a giveaway with Adam as well for Christmas. And then Glenn pops up on Tamiya Legends, and he's giving away a Riri Thundershock. And I know that whole story because I was part of him getting the original. And I was already planning on doing a Christmas giveaway, of course, right? I love to give away cars. So I'm sitting here in my studio and I've got another problem. The same problem I had with the Triple Falcon giveaway is I just have too many cars and not enough cabinet space. I have 3 more cabinets coming in, which will make 23. And is pretty much 8 cars per cabinet, except for where my Wild Willies are and the monster trucks behind me. So I was like, how can I kill 2 birds with 1 stone? Give away my Topforce collection? Merry Christmas. Check this out, look. This cabinet's almost empty now. So yeah, that's 4 spots right there. I'm only keeping 1. My black and red custom. That car will never go. So what do I have on the table for my Christmas giveaway? Well, I've got a Topforce black. It's supposed to be like an Evo clone, but it's a Topforce. It's a Topforce kit, 100% Riri Topforce with a black body and Evo stickers or decals. And it's got full radio gear. It's got a GT tune motor in it. It's got a Shawana radio that's gonna go with it. And it's already set up with a speed control, a 1060, and I forget what the servo is. I also have an Evo clone. This one's got carbon fiber. It's got Riri top high cap shocks on it, painted in the gunmetal, and I finished it off and put some Evo orange wheels on square spike tires on it. I had some other knockoff ones. So we've got a Riri Topforce and a Riri Topforce converted to an Evo clone. I bought this car long before the Evo Riri ever came out. And it was going to be my Evo runner at the time. Then I've got an original Topforce, 100% original with the silver can motor in it. The only thing the person who built it changed, it's got blue turnbuckles on it, but I'm not sure that they're Tamiya. They look like Tamiya, but the blue looks a little different. But other than that, it's 100% bone stock. Is it bone stock? It is bone stock. It doesn't have UJs in the back. So that's an original Topforce though. It's got the Spire spike tires on it. I've got the box manual for it. It's got a Revive RC body on it that I put on it. I have the original body for it. It's got the original wing on it. So I do have the original box manual decals and the original body that are going with this car. And then, I don't know if you guys ever know, I don't know if you knew this or any part of it, this all might be new to you. So the Topforce Evolution is my #1 Tamiya car. Absolutely, hands down. It always has been. I've always been in love with it. It's by far my favorite Tamiya car. If you look at my logo with the orange and the yellow with the gunmetal shirt, colored shirt, this is all Topforce Evo. My whole shirt / logo was based around this car. This is an original Evo. This is not a re-re. This is an original Topforce Evolution, 100% original, never run, absolutely 100% mint. Everything on it is at 100% correct. That one's going too. Part of this is I have 2 more original Topforce kits that are new in box. And then I have 3 Topforce re-res. So there's 5 regular Topforce new in box kits outside of this car. I have 2 original new in box Evolution kits, and I have 2 Evo re-re kits. I had 3. I gave 1 away in my first giveaway to Paul Wilkinson. I don't need these cars. I absolutely do not need them. At one point, I had 15 Topforces between kits and cars. Nobody needs 15 of them. So I just hit 3,000 subscribers. So part of this Christmas giveaway is a thank you to my 3,000 subscribers. So to all of my 3,000 subscribers, thank you from the bottom of my heart. I really appreciate your support. These cars are for you. I wish I had 3,000 of them to give away, but I don't. I have 4 to give away. So, in light of it being Christmas, and in light of just hitting 3,000 subscribers, literally almost on the eve of my 6-month anniversary of launching the channel, I decided to give my Topforce collection away. Bar 1, that's still in the glass cabinets. Let me bring the camera over. I want to do 2 things. I want to show you these cars. I'll explain what we're doing in the closing. I want to show you these cars. And then I'm going to show you a new in-box Evolution. I'm going to show you a new in-box Topforce Originals. Just so that you can see the presentation of the kits, because they're gorgeous. And then I'm going to show you the one that I'm keeping real quick up close, my black edition. And then we'll come back for a closing, and I'll explain to you I'm not even going to call them rules, because there's no rules, there's no contest, there's nothing to do other than email me telling me that you want a Topforce, and then we're just going to do 4 numbers. And I'll tell you the order of the cars as they go, or as we go. So let me bring the camera over and I'll explain all of this to you. Now that's a table of Topforces. So I took that picture. That wing is crooked. Can't have that. There we go. So I took a picture of the cars yesterday when I made the intro video. This is the next day. And I posted it last night in my community post saying that I was giving these 4 cars away, and people are out of their minds excited, which is cool. What I need you guys to understand, that, like I said in the intro, I gave 1 Evo kit, re-re Evo kit to George Stewart. Not George Stewart, he won the egress. Paul Wilkinson. Congratulations, Paul. Well, take that kit out of my collection, that leaves me 14 Topforces. 14. I'm going to turn this camera. I'm not a professional. There. So, out of those 14, I had these 5 were in the cabinets. So, these 4, like I said in the intro, I'm going to give away. Christmas / 3,000 subscribers. This one, my red and black one, is staying here. So this is a car I bought on eBay, and you have to forgive me. The gentleman that built this car, I believe he lives in Texas in the U.S. potentially. And I know he watches the channel off and on, because when I first showed this car, he was like, "You bought that from me." Guy's an excellent builder. So I saw this car on eBay. It's all black painted under tray, but he's got the gray plastics for the TA02, I believe, that he used to build the car. Now when you take this off, he just has a standard Topforce FRP chassis, but with the gray plastics, I just absolutely love it. I'm not sure what he's got. This looks like just a regular silver can motor in there. He does have a 1060 in there with a JX servo, no receiver, so this car is essentially ready to go. But he did titanium turnbuckles. He did prop shaft and cups, looks like Jazz Rider. I know he's got an alloy motor mount in there. It does not have high caps. It just has the regular CVAs. But for whatever reason, I absolutely love this car. And it's also got alloy wheels on it with, looks like Shoemaker tires. And the thing is just butter smooth. I mean, he did a fabulous job building this. This has all stainless steel screws. Just a gorgeous, gorgeous car. So this one is staying here. He's got the Topforce Evo stickers on there, but it's an FRP chassis, so it's obviously, this probably started out as a Topforce Riri. So I love this car for what it is, and it's just my Topforce black, and it's staying here. I would assume that it's MCI decals, you know, being the red. So we're gonna get this one off the table because it's not part of the giveaway. So now let's look at the giveaway cars. So we'll start with the cars, and no, let's start with the kits. We're gonna start with the kits. So 58100. 58100. So I've got two of these new in box, and then I've got the original built that's being given away. So I'm keeping one new in box for my new in box collection, and then I'm gonna build one to replace that one. So that one I don't necessarily need, but if you were to buy a Topforce back in the day, that's what you would have gotten. So you've got your FRP chassis plate with all your aluminum standoffs on the top. You've got your pressure plates for your diffs. You've got your 21 tooth pinion that came standard. You've got your original Topforce UJs on one side, and then you've got your rear drive shafts on the other. You got your ball diff parts in the middle. Now this is probably the one I'll end up building because this blister pack is broken. Not sure why. And then you've got your alloy counter gear, I think it is. No, 16 tooth drive gear that turns to Swiss cheese over time. You've got your body in the middle that's stapled to your middle spacer with your decals behind it. And then you've got all of your plastic trees on this side with your original spike front tires, rear tires. So the original tires were called Spire spikes. So a lot of people don't know that. They know that they were cone shaped and not square spiked, but they're called Spire spikes. So they came on the Topforce, the Evolution, I believe the Super Avanti. I'm sorry, not the Super Avanti. The Super Astute, the Dynablaster. They came on a bunch of different cars. They actually kept using them all the way up to the TL01B. They were on the Baja Champ and the Baja King. So they were used all the way up until that point, and then when Tamiya started doing the re-reads of these cars that had the spire spikes, that's when they started going to the square spike tires. Oh, that's because it's... I was going to say, this one's got spire spikes. It's their original Evo. Duh. Here's one you don't see every day. Original Topforce Evolution, new in box kit. So again, I've got 2 of these as well. Both of my Evolutions came from Taiwan Kenny. They were his last 2 that he had in his collection. And he graciously sold them both to me. He was originally going to keep one and build it, and I talked him out of it. As I usually do. So, presentation of a Topforce Evolution if you were to buy it back in the day. Gorgeous kit. This is why people were let down when the Evo came out. You know, this is Tamiya royalty right here. This is probably a lot of people, including myself, consider it the best 4-wheel drive car Tamiya ever produced, non-TRF, or at least vintage, right? So the DB01, DB01 RRR, those cars are modern day cars and are obviously considered to be better than an Evolution. But when you're talking vintage cars, like pre-95, the Topforce Evolution was the best 4-wheel drive car they made. So we've got our carbon fiber chassis plate on this side with the carbon technology with the Topforce Evolution stamped or whatever, painted into the top of it. You've got your body set in the middle just like the Topforce, and then over here we've got our FRP, so carbon fiber chassis and top plate, and then FRP shock towers. And then you've got your original old school high caps. Came with a 16 and a 17 tooth pinion, completely ball raced, UJs front and rear. I mean, you look at the spec of the kit and the thing was just unbelievable. Again, 16 tooth drive gear. So in this box you've got all of your hardware bags, your gears, your this had low weight ball diffs, so they were lighter. All your titanium screws, right? There's all your titanium screws that the Evo Riri didn't come out with. There's more of your titanium screws. You could buy the screw set separately, but it didn't come with it, right? So your shock oil, your springs. So the original springs were like a silver color, not yellow like today's high caps. And then the highly sought after, up until the Riri came out, orange Starburst or Stardish wheels. While we're down here, your original Evolution manual. So at some point we'll rebuild these cars and get them back behind the cabinets, but for now I'm going to live with just my red and black Topforce. That's one of the other reasons why I'm not giving that one away, is I got to keep one in the cabinets. Again, your Spire Spike tires. I got to keep one in the cabinets. The Topforce is my favorite car, specifically the Evolution is my favorite of all Tamiya cars. So I got to keep at least one. So if I'm going to keep one, it's going to be the red and black, because that's the one that's not an original. I really want to give my originals away. So starting with the knockoffs. So this is a knockoff Evolution. This is done pre-Evo Riri. So this has an aftermarket carbon chassis on it. It's got a JX servo in it. I put the orange wheels on it. The diffs are alright. The drive train is a little bit tight. So this car came with aftermarket orange wheels and tires, and the previous owner had very weird 12mm hex setups, where the rear one is really, really thin. So you can see there's a lot of axle hanging out of here. So it needs a wider 12mm hex, and that's probably why it's a little bit tight. So whoever wins this car should probably put a set of hexes in it, and it'll straighten it out. And then the rear shocks, I would assume, have spacers because they don't. There we go. These cars have been sitting for so long that this side needs to be freed up a little bit. Just needs to be used. They just need a quick cleanup, but still a gorgeous car. Like, who wouldn't want to win that, right? It's got a little dusty on it, but who wouldn't want to win that, right? I'd want to win it. And then we've got my other Topforce black. So I had my red and black one, and then this was my other Topforce black that I had bought. And same thing, I see a black Topforce back then, and I just had to have it. And this is going on 2 years now. 2 or 3 years ago I bought these cars. So another 2017 Riri Topforce kit, bone stock, nothing different about it other than he did it and he painted it in black and used Evolution decals. And then this one will come with a full radio set. So it's got a expert servo in it, and then, like I said, I think it's a Chihuahua receiver. I know I have the transmitter for it with the Hobby Wing 1060. So this one will come ready to run short of a battery. So that'll be cool for somebody to win. And then the other cars, get these body clips back in. Half the body clips aren't even in these cars just because I'm always taking the bodies on and off to look at them. So this is an original Topforce. Like I said in the opening video, I have the original body for it. It needs more green paint, the PS17. The guy who built it just didn't put enough paint on it. So I saw this was for sale from the same gentleman who built the red and black Topforce. So I bought it. It was short money on eBay. So it's got, you know, MCI Topforce decals on it. It's a Revive RC body shell, and you know, it just looks epic with all that green paint. So this is the original wing. I believe that's the original wing. Maybe it's not. I'll have to look in the box, but I've got the box, the manual, and the body for this car, and then this body set will go along with it. And again, just an original Topforce from back in the day. It's got the black plastics. You know, everything about it is correct other than you can see the turnbuckles. They're the old school blue hop-up turnbuckles from Tamiya. The anodizing almost looks like a light purple. But they're definitely Tamiya, you can tell, because they've got the notches in them and everything else. Spire spike tires, the whole 9 yards. So yeah, just a great original Topforce for someone to add to their collection. They will not be disappointed, I can tell you that. And then, royalty. So this is an original Topforce Evolution. I bought this from a guy named Frankie in Hong Kong when I first started collecting. He had this on eBay for a while, so I finally contacted him, asked him how much he had to have for it. The egress that I gave away to George Stewart also came from Frankie. So, original high caps, FRP, front and rear shock mounts, and then we've got our Topforce Evolution carbon fiber chassis. All the titanium screws are in there. You can see them throughout the car. Completely ball race. This thing is so light, it's not even funny. And then you can just tell. This car must have been absolutely unbelievable on the track. Smooth as smooth can be. So yeah, someone's going to love winning that baby. And I'm happy to let it go, to be honest, because it's going to force me to build one of my new unboxed kits, and I'm looking forward to it. So yeah, these are just cars. I just, you know, I look around my studio and I just don't need them. And when I started this channel, I was talking about how I wanted to give a bunch of cars away, and these were earmarked a long time ago. So yeah, Merry Christmas. It's time to make some of my collection your collection. So I'm going to clean this up. I'm going to move the camera over for our closing, and I'll let you know how you can win one of these 4 cars. So what'd you think of those kits? Epic, huh? Those things blow me away every time I look at them. When I break them out and look at them, I'm just like amazed. To be lucky enough to own those is just, to me, is just insane. So yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to building those. I don't know that it's going to come anytime soon. My plate's full right now, so it'll happen at some point. But in the meantime, I've got my black and red one to look at, and if I feel like running it, I can run that one. And I've got a bunch of the Riri kits too. The Riri kits are more to build custom DFO1 cars. I've got Glenn's Evo 2 body set that needs a chassis, so at some point I got to build that up. But all that's for other videos. What do you think of the cars? You guys excited? Are you? I'm excited. So what do you have to do to win a Topforce? Well, today is December 10th. From the time this video airs until midnight on December 17th, it gives you an entire week. All you have to do is email me. First of all, you have to be a subscriber. Sorry, it's just the way it goes. If you guys aren't already subscribed, you should subscribe. This is like, I mean, I told someone the other day that Christmas is year-round for me. I love doing giveaways. And I've got plenty to give away, in all honesty. After I did the Chirpa Falcon giveaway, I made a comment, wait till I get to my 959s, and I'm not kidding. I mean, the problem with that giveaway is to build up all of my 959s. It's going to take at least a month to 6 weeks to do it. So I have to be out front with a ton of content so that I can just sit down and put those cars together, just to give them away. And I'm happy to do it, but I can't. You know, I have to make sure that I've got enough content in front where I can just sit down and get those done, and it's not going to affect the channel. And then I've got a whole slew of other cars. We've got another original egress. I've got an Avanti 2001. I mean, the list just goes on and on. I've got a ton of giveaway cars, and I'm happy to do it. So for now, it's these 4 Topforces. If you want to win a Topforce, you have to be a subscriber. If you're on YouTube and you don't have a Gmail account, it doesn't let you subscribe. Just go to Gmail and open an account. It takes 2 seconds. It costs you nothing. Then you can subscribe to your favorite channels, right? And get notified of when videos go out. I mean, for years I wasn't a subscriber to any channels, and I didn't have a Gmail account, and I couldn't figure out why it wouldn't let me subscribe, because I'm a computer moron. And then finally I realized that I just had to open a Gmail account, so I did. It took me 2 seconds, and then I was able to subscribe, and I got notified for all the channels that I was watching stuff. Turned on the bell icons, and it's been great. I still get notified today on every channel I watch. I know a lot of you that watch aren't subscribers. My analytics says so. So just become a subscriber. It takes 2 seconds, and then you can win one of these cars. You can win one of the cars in the future. It's not that big a deal, and it's not a huge ask on my part. You know what I mean? So if you want to win a car, you have to be a subscriber. Unfortunately, that's just the way it goes. And I don't think that's asking a whole lot. Other than that, email me. Keith, 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 Morency, Morency, the number 8 at gmail.com. Email me. I want a Topforce for Christmas. That's it. No games, no contests, no eliminating people. I don't like to do that. I like to just be able to everybody enter and not like lose an opportunity to win a car because I got an answer wrong. Nothing against channels that run contests where you have to answer a question. It's fine. I'm just not going to do that. I did that with my first egress video giveaway with Tamiya Legends, but I'm not going to do it ever again. If you're a subscriber, you're in. Email me. If you want to be nice about it, I'd like a Topforce for Christmas. It doesn't matter to me. And you're in. Your name goes on the list, and we're going to do a number generator. So usually number 1 wins the best car, and number 3 or 4 wins the worst car. Well, we're going to reverse it. So whoever the number 1 person is going to get this car. the first name called wins the Evo clone. Number 2 person wins. So this is full carbon fiber, front and rear shock towers, the whole 9 yards. Number 2 person's going to win the Topforce Black. Of course, it's got Evo stickers on it. It's got a GT tune motor with full radio gear. That's going to be the number 2 person. Whoever is number 3 is going to win the original Topforce mint built car with box, manual, and original body shell, as well as the revived body set that's on it. And the 4th person that's called, which is usually the booby prize, is going to win a mint original Topforce Evolution. And that's it. Thank you to my 3,000 subscribers. I've been on YouTube exactly 6 months, 2 days from now. We launched June 12th. December 12th will be 2 days from now on Monday, and that'll make 6 months. We're at 112,000 views already with over 3,000 subscribers. I'm just absolutely humbled and amazed that you guys want to tune in to what I do. I'm just trying to document me building my collection. And I'm happy to take you guys along for the ride. So I appreciate all the comments every week. I appreciate the interaction. And I'll be honest, the friendships that I've made in the last 6 months are just, they're lifelong. That's really all I can say. When this is all done and I'm not filming anymore, I know that there's going to be hundreds of people that I'm still going to be in contact with, just because of this channel. So I'm very grateful for doing this, starting this, and the community of people that have come around me and supported me. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Please take some of my collection off my hands. You have 7 days. Don't wait till the last minute, please. Do me a favor, because I have to go through all the emails. I'm going to announce the winner on December 24th. I'm not going to try to get these to you for Christmas. With shipping the way it is at Christmas time, there's too much opportunity for something to get lost in the mail or whatever. So, and this is worldwide, so I should say that. This is to anybody in the world. I'll ship to wherever, Fiji, I don't care, and I don't care what it costs. If you're a subscriber of RCIcons, I don't care where you are in the world, you can enter. The only thing I cannot cover is import fees if your country has those, because there's no way for me to cover that. So, anywhere in the world, whoever you are, if you're a subscriber, it's coming to you 100% free. So, from December 10th to the 17th, email me. I'd like I almost said Falcon. I'd like a Topforce for Christmas. Your name will go in. December 24th, my Saturday video, will be giving these 4 cars away. I can't think of a better Christmas Eve present. So, until December 24th, when we call off 4 names, one could be you. You never know. I'll see you then. Until then, subscribe, turn on your notifications, let me know in the comments what you think of the cars, throw me a thumbs up. We'll see you soon. Merry Christmas. Thanks.